Welcome to the Masterminds podcast, where the goal is growth and your mind is the weapon. I'm Richie Mensah, and I'll be your guide through stories, strategies, concepts that will drive transformation. Our goal is mastery because you were meant to live as a mastermind. What if chasing happiness is the one thing that is actually making you unhappy? What if trying to be confident is what is making you feel insecure? The paradox of life is that the more you seek for a pleasurable experience, the more unpleasurable it becomes. And this is called the backwards law. So this philosophy came from Alan Watts, who explained that chasing after something makes it feel farther away. The more you are desperate to attain something, the more you realize how much you lack it. That's why every time you are trying so much to chase after money, it reminds you of how broke you are. Every time you are trying to be able to speak better to people, learn how to network with people, the more you realize how shy you are, how difficult it is for you to talk to people. So Alan Watts actually mastered this and learned it from Taoism and Buddhism, which both explain how the ability to do nothing and stay still actually allows you to move faster. It's like when you're trying to meditate. The more you are trying hard to meditate, trying to meditate perfectly, the more imperfect your meditation is. You meditate better when you let go. Let's use something in nature as an example. Take a muddy pond. If you see muddy waters and you stir the waters, the more you stir the water, the more cloudy it becomes. But when you leave the water on its own, the sand just settles to the bottom and the water becomes clear. And that's the same way your mind works. The more you stir things up, the more desperate you are, the more you are trying so hard to achieve, trying so hard to fight against your nature, fighting against everything that is, the more difficult it becomes to attain the success that you are looking for. Now, in saying this, I'm not advocating for anyone to be lazy because there's a difference between being still and being inactive. So being still just refers to being in the moment. It refers to doing something because you want to do it and not because of the end result that you have put at the and not because of the end result that you are looking for. Let's use money as an example. Don't chase wealth. Don't chase sales. Chase value. If you open a business, stop making your goal to sell the highest number of products, to have the highest number of customers. No, that's looking at the end result only. Try and build value. Make sure you are building yourself, you are building your business so that people enjoy interacting with you. If you are in school, don't chase the highest scores in the exam. I want to be the first in the class. No, your focus should be learning. Your focus should be growing. Your focus should be understanding. So being still is acting without focusing on the results because you have no control over the results. You only have control of the current moment. So you need to be still and enjoy the current moment. Let's look at some practical examples from your everyday life. Have you ever tried to fall asleep? Do you see how difficult it is? When you are lying in bed trying so hard to fall asleep, you can't even focus to sleep. But that's the whole thing. You don't need the focus to sleep. You fall asleep when you let go. When you let go of your thoughts, you let go of your worries, you fall asleep naturally. Or when you go to an event and you are trying so hard to network. We've all seen that guy who's at the party and is trying to be everybody's friend. He comes off as inauthentic and nobody really wants to hang out with that person. But when you stop trying and you let go and you just have a natural conversation with somebody who you are actually interested in and someone who's interested in you, automatically you begin to make friends. It's the same for success. When you are trying so hard to succeed, you have a new product, a new company, and you are trying to be the best and you're trying to this, you get anxious, you get desperate, and it doesn't make the customers like you because they feel, why are you trying so hard to get my attention? Like when you are marketing and it feels like you are so desperate for people's attention. We live in a world of content and you see somebody's content and it's screaming desperation. It says, look at me, look at me, look at me. Nobody wants to look at you because it's cringe. But when your content is authentic, because you've let go, you don't care about the results. You only care about the process. You care that you are shooting good content. You care that you're making a good product. You care that the value you have in you and the value you give to the world is real. That is when naturally people start to draw closer to you. So the process of chasing that goal makes the goal move farther away from you. And one thing I like about the backwards law is it really explains what I personally believe is the most important thing in life, which is acceptance. You need to accept your condition to be able to get more in life. You need to be happy with what you have now. You need to be okay. So I only have 500 cedis in my account. That's great. With 500 cedis, I can still survive. I can still live, Yeah, maybe I can't do some of the things that I really want to do and everything, but that's cool. That money will come later and I will do those things. For now, I have 500 cedis and I accept that. It's a beautiful place to be. Whereas, if when you have 500 cedis, you go on social media and you are watching somebody who's in the club and they are spending 20,000, 40,000, you're thinking, hey, Charlie, I don't get money, things are not going well for me. Then it puts you in a negative space. Because one thing you have to know is there's a phenomenon called the Hedonic Treadmill, which explains that a human being can never be happy when they tie their happiness to a goal. Because I'll be happy when. We've all said it. I'll be happy when I finish school. I'll be happy when I get a job. I'll be happy when I get this girl. I'll be happy when I buy this car. I'll be happy when I have my new house. When I have my first curved TV. But what happens? Just think about it. Think about the last goal you set for yourself that you thought was going to bring you happiness. When you got the goal, were you happy? Yeah, you were. For 5 minutes. And that was it. I personally remember when I bought my first TV. Oh my God, I bought it with my own money. It's not like my mom bought it too. No, me. I bought my first flat screen TV, 32-inch, hang it on the wall, and I was excited. I did that. For 2 days. And then after a while, I remember when I moved to my next place and then I hung my 32-inch on my wall. And then the painter did a nice design on the wall and took a picture and sent to me. And I saw how small my TV was looking. And I said, oh, Charlie, no, this TV is not I can't be happy with this TV. I need a bigger TV. So I went to buy a 50-inch TV, felt excited. Yes, I did it. I bought a 50-inch TV. And then after 2 weeks of watching my bigger TV, by this time, smart TVs were the new thing. So I felt lazy every time I have to go and connect my hard disk to my TV and this. And I felt, nah, it's not good enough. So I had to strive hard. And then I bought a smart TV, bought a curved smart TV on top of the world for 1 week. And then I saw that they had released a newer version with clearer pictures. The moral of the story is, it never ends. It never ends. Anything that you have, anything that you possess, anything that you are chasing will only make you happy for a short amount of time unless you master the art of acceptance. Wherever you are today is exactly where you need to be. Enjoy the process. Let the end result be the end result. After all, who really wants the end result? It comes with the word end. Is that what you're looking for? Are you looking to end things? No. I'm looking for the process. I'm looking for growth. I'm not looking for 1 million followers or 100,000 subscribers on my podcast channel and then the end is there. No, I'm looking for consistent growth. I have no idea where it's going to end, and I'm here enjoying the ride. So as I'm doing this podcast right now, I don't care if 2 people watch me or 2 million people watch me or 200 million people watch me. All I care about is that I'm being authentic with what I'm telling you. I'm being genuine with everything that I'm sharing. And I'm putting good quality out there in the world. So that if it's only 2 people who are watching me right now, I know I have impacted their lives because I was being authentic. That's how the backward law works. Jim Carrey shared a story one time. He did what is the right thing to do based on the law of attraction and everything. He wrote a $10 million check and stuck it on his wall and said that he was going to receive $10 million from one movie. And he kept looking at it every day, chasing it every day and everything. But in an interview, he explained that he did that process, which was right. But the mistake he was making was he was too focused on it. So eventually, when he let go, it's still in the back of his mind, but he let go of it and just said, if it comes, it comes. Not too long after that, he got booked for Ace Ventura and was paid over $10 million. And then he realized that the process is in 2 parts. The first part is to set a goal because you need a destination. And the second part is to let go and trust that it will come. Stop chasing wealth. Stop chasing happiness. Stop chasing followers. Stop chasing pleasurable experiences. And rather, enjoy every experience that you have right now. Enjoy the moment that you are in. And believe the good experiences will come. Because what happens is, as you focus on the current moment, as you focus on what you are doing right now, it begins to become an enjoyable experience. I'm sure we've all been to the village and seen a small boy with a tire and a stick. And he is just rolling that stick on the ground and is the happiest person in life. And there's another kid somewhere who has a PlayStation 5 with 5 games on it and is crying to his parents because the new FIFA is out and they haven't bought it for him for a whole month. You see somebody eating cocoa and beans by the roadside and they are so happy because it tastes so good. Whereas you see somebody else walk into a 5-star restaurant and they are complaining that the butter is on the wrong side of their steak. Which of these 2 are having a pleasurable experience? The goal in life is not to have everything. The goal in life is to enjoy everything you have. On the day you have cocoa and beans, enjoy it. On the day you have buttered steak, enjoy it, whether it's on the wrong side of the steak or not. I watched a billionaire. They asked him that he actually asked someone, if you go to a restaurant and you order medium rare steak and they bring you rare steak, what will you do? And the guy was saying, I have to tell the person to do it like this, blah, blah, blah. Then he said, look, if I go to a restaurant and I order for medium rare steak and they bring me chicken, I'll eat the chicken. Because time no day, I will probably still enjoy the chicken. Whereas I won't enjoy that unpleasurable experience and back and forth of get me your manager, do this, do that, do that. Let go. The two most peaceful words in the world. Let go. Let me talk to creatives for a moment. The creative process especially needs you to let go. I've seen so many artists who are recording and their mindset is, I'm recording my next big hit. So many painters who are thinking they are painting the next, Mona Lisa. Trust me, when Leonardo da Vinci was painting Mona Lisa, he wasn't thinking he was painting the next Mona Lisa. He was just enjoying the process and pouring out his art onto the canvas. From my years of recording in the studio, recording artists, I can confirm for you that I have never made a hit song that I was thinking about making a hit song in the process. The songs that I've done best, the projects that have gone best are projects that we just let go, had fun, poured our words in our minds and our hearts, and then the world loved it. So the next time you're creating and you have creative block and the ideas are not coming, stop. Walk around, get some fresh air, go watch a movie or something. Do something to just relax your mind, release the tension and the pressure. We all say that. I know so many people who talk about the fact that, my favorite artist was great in the beginning of their career, but later on, they got this way, they got that way. What happens is, after the success in the beginning, they are doing it from the passion point of view. But after the success comes in, now there's pressure to continue to thrive at a certain level. And they walk into the studio, they walk on stage and everything with that pressure of, I must deliver, which ends up detaching their emotion and passion from what they are doing. So you need to let go of the results. Now let's talk to the lovers. The pressure we are putting on the people we date or the people we are hoping to date is too much. We live in a world right now where everyone has such high expectations. I need a man who has this amount of money, who can do this, who has this job, who can do that. I need a girl who will do this for me, do that for me. She needs to look like this, she needs to have this. It's too much pressure. Why are we so fixated on what others can offer us? Why aren't we considering what we can offer others? I watched somebody say something and it was so insightful. They said, don't chase your dream partner. Become your dream partner. I hope you understand that. Don't chase the perfect person. Don't chase Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Become Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. And the right person will find you. Your concentration should be building value. So if you say you want the perfect partner, you want the partner who's going to take care of you, always be there for you, remind you of this, be fun, be that, be that, be that. Instead of being fixated on that, why don't you become that for yourself? Be fun for yourself. Take yourself out on a date. I used to do this thing, and people just used to watch me and think I must be going crazy. Because for those who know me, they know I love good food. So I will get up, drive to a restaurant. Like I'll drive a far distance to a restaurant, sit down, order some food by myself, and just be there enjoying the meal for the whole 30 minutes and go home. And I would see people who are like on dates and, because I'm doing this in the evening because I'm hungry. I'm seeing people who are on dates and stuff watching me weird like, hey, but this guy, yeah, but I'm taking care of myself. I would go to the cinema. I want to watch the next Marvel movie. So I go sit there by myself and I watch it. Why are we always putting so much pressure on people to be for us what we don't even want to be for ourselves? Now, once you start to add that value to your life, what happens automatically is, because I've gone to the finest restaurants, to wine and dine myself, when I'm dating and I want to wine and dine, I know where to take her. I know where to go. I know the best meals at the best places because I did it for myself. When I want to take my date to the cinema, I now have a good relationship with the cinema because I've been there so many times. They're like, hey, Charlie Richie, new movie, come on. Build the value for yourself. When I have my self-discipline and I can wake myself up in the morning and go for a morning walk and plan my daily routine and everything, then now when I have a partner, I can also help them get ready for work because I've been there for myself. So instead of chasing the perfect partner, become the perfect partner. But the most important one, because the thing that is driving so many people in the world right now is money, is wealth. And everybody is chasing money. People are just hungry and chasing money. Now, this advice does not take away from the fact that you are hungry. I understand that. But can you also appreciate the fact that you are also fed? Can you appreciate the fact that you also have some goodness in your life? And then instead of chasing the wealth, instead of chasing the money, chase value. Because money is exchanged for value. The more valuable you are, the more money finds you automatically. You don't need to chase the money, chase the value. I always talk about the fact that we have certain jobs that make no sense why they are making so much money. I know someone who's a dog influencer. Sorry, he's a manager for dog influencers. He literally manages dogs and he's making about $2 million a year from managing dogs. You have your cute dog at home. Are you making that money? I have a cute dog at home. I wish I was making $2 million from here. Speaking of which, Lulu, we need to have a conversation. They're managing a dog and making $2 million a year because they're great at it. Trust me, if I tried to manage my dog, I would probably fail. Somebody's job is they're a wine taster. To all my professional alcoholics out there that they meet constant and they drink, somebody is drinking for a living and is making between $300,000 to $500,000 a year from tasting wine. Do you know what's so ridiculous about it? A wine taster is so good at drinking alcohol, they will tell you the price of your wine. Can you imagine? After I've spent so much money, so much time, building my vineyard, growing the grapes, doing all this and making sure I have made the perfect wine, this professional alcoholic will come to me and say, yeah, your wine is only $20 a bottle. What? Because they are good at what they do. But do you know that the profession that blew my mind? Island caretaker. Somebody is paid $600,000 a year to take care of islands. So when you are rich, you've made plenty money in your life, and you've bought your island, of course, you can't be there all the time. So you hire this person to live on your island for you, as well as hire the staff. So you hire the gardeners, the maids, everything. So this person is just supervising your maids and your gardeners and living on your island and being paid $600,000 a year. Oh my God, how beautiful is this? Maybe I'm in the wrong profession. But the whole point is, none of these people chased the paycheck. I don't think this guy was there drinking wine from when he was a child thinking, one day I'm going to make so much money drinking wine. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't think the manager of the dog influencer planned how much money he would make by managing his dog. It probably happened naturally. He was posting his dog, people found it cute, someone gave him the first check, he was like, oh, okay, this makes money. And it grew from there. So stop chasing the end result. Stop chasing riches. Stop chasing wealth. Build your value. Accept your situation. If you look at your situation and it's not good enough, ask yourself, what can I do to better my situation while I enjoy what I have now? And when you have that mindset, you will see that flowing with the river is much more pleasurable and effective than swimming against the current. So now I want you to ask yourself, what is it in your life that you've been forcing? What have you been chasing so much that it makes you feel miserable? It makes you feel depressed. Are you chasing money too much? Are you chasing a promotion? Are you chasing love? Are you chasing friendship? Are you chasing networking? Are you chasing success? Stop it today. Let go. Relax. Take action without looking at the end results. And your life will begin to transform, and you truly will become the mastermind you are meant to be.